us tonight. And then, I mean, thank you for joining, really, because um, to how much we are taking next year very seriously. Maybe we have plans to maybe get a new job, change jobs, or some other opportunities as it may be. So really, thank you for joining. Right. So to answer the question about LinkedIn, um, well, just like other platforms that you have, like other social platforms that you have LinkedIn as well. The only difference is just that LinkedIn is a bit more professional. It's a bit more professional. So you can call it a professional social platform. And what makes a social platform is that you are able to connect with other people. You are able to share ideas. You are able to relate and network with diverse kind of people, with a lot of people online. So that's the same thing that LinkedIn does for you. It creates a platform where you can connect with other people, but this time around more professionally. It creates a platform for you where you can relate with professionals, with people from across different countries, across different fields, across different profession, and all of that. Right. So that's basically in simple terms. That's what LinkedIn is. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you for throwing light on that. So LinkedIn is professional. So what do I do on LinkedIn? How do I do on LinkedIn? So will I just go on LinkedIn and just post my picture? I just have a nice picture and I just want to post. What do I talk about on LinkedIn, or what do people talk about on LinkedIn? How can I leverage on what's going on LinkedIn, especially if I am someone that is probably an entry level, or I don't have that much experience career wise. So how can I jump on LinkedIn and use it?
Okay. Thank you very much. So I would just tell a simple story about myself on how I came about LinkedIn, or how I got to be on LinkedIn. So I remember when I was still in school. I think this should be maybe when I was in second year. When I was in second year or maybe third year in school, I studied educational technology, by the way, and then I met this lecturer of mine, Dr. Folusho Blessing. At the time, he was taking us on a particular course that has to do with, of course, technology, how to use computer and technology to facilitate learning and all of that. So it was through him that I got to know about LinkedIn. So I think it was just when he gave us his profile, maybe how we can connect with him, you know. Then I saw LinkedIn, the usual Facebook. At the time, what you have or what you know is Facebook. Even Instagram was not so well known at the time. So so there was this profile that he had, a LinkedIn profile, and I was curious about, okay, which one is LinkedIn again? We know Facebook, we know Twitter. What is LinkedIn? And so I went online, went on LinkedIn website, and then so I saw that it's a platform for professionals. It's different from what we used to have on Facebook, where you just come and you post. I remember back then Facebook. I don't know if Facebook still has it, where they say what's on your mind, and then on Facebook you go and write all kind of things. I remember back then I would just post whatever was on my mind, just like Facebook was asking. So what is on your mind? And then you just put whatever is on your mind. You pictures and all of that. That was Facebook. But then I realized that not like that. LinkedIn, it looks a bit more, it looks more formal. You can't just post picture or just post what is on your mind, or just when when I was going through like other people, what people are posting, and I see people's profile, and I see like this person is a manager somewhere, this person is an IT this, is an IT that. So I saw people's profile, and I'm like, okay, this this place looks professional platform, right? So when you ask them, what do I do on LinkedIn? Do I just you're not a professional yet, maybe you're not yet school, and you're saying, what do I do on LinkedIn when I go on LinkedIn? Just like what we had said, that LinkedIn is a professional, it's a social where professionals get to, where professionals get to connect and interact and share, right? So as a young person, maybe as a fresh graduate, or as an entry level, or even as an undergraduate, to connect, like we said, first thing is to connect with professionals, and then also, and when you connect us, it creates an opportunity to learn from those professionals. You're an undergraduate, you're a fresh graduate, or even, or if lots of people, thousands of people, and even millions. LinkedIn are, I think, close to about 900 million people who use LinkedIn, right? So when you go on LinkedIn and you see people sharing professional things, when they begin to share insights, industry insights, they begin to share things around a particular field, a particular career. They begin to share things around maybe how you grow, or how they are doing at their job, the kind of challenges they are facing, how they are navigating these challenges, what they are doing to to navigate through the challenges, and they are sharing different kind of information that can help you to either prepare yourself as an undergraduate or as a fresh graduate to get into the marketplace, into the professional space, or even to help you as a professional yourself. You're learning different kind of things from a lot of people that can help you to further develop yourself as a professional. So you, as an individual, either as an undergraduate or as a fresh graduate or as a professional, you go on LinkedIn to learn, and not just to learn as well. You also go on LinkedIn to contribute. You also have the privilege, you have the opportunity to share, just the same way you go on your Facebook and you share what is on your mind. You go on your Instagram and you share pictures and is happening in your life. The same way you can share on LinkedIn, but this time around, maybe a bit more professional. And yeah, like I should say that in recent times, even this year and maybe a bit of last year, we are beginning to see a level of informality coming up on LinkedIn. So you begin to see people share, funny things. You see people share. Now that LinkedIn even allows people to share videos, you can upload videos on LinkedIn. Before, that feature wasn't there, but now you can upload videos. You go on LinkedIn and you see, funny videos. You see people sharing funny stuff on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is also gradually becoming a bit more informal. But nevertheless, and I think for me, in my own opinion, I think it's a good mix. I would believe that it's a strategy for the owners of LinkedIn to also expand the reach, or give more room for things that people can share. And when you give more room, the more that flexibility, it increases engagement on the platform. So for me, I would think, yeah, it's a welcome idea. But before, it wasn't like that. LinkedIn used to be very formal. You can't just go and post whatever you like, any business and all of that. And so, as a young graduate or as an undergraduate or as a professional, you can contribute on LinkedIn by sharing things about, maybe not necessarily just about yourself, maybe things that you're observing in your field. Maybe, say for example, as an undergraduate now, you can begin to share about what you're learning in your field. Maybe you're learning about engineering, or you're learning about medicine, you're learning about finance, and you're getting some insights from your modules or from your lessons. You can come up on LinkedIn and begin to share and say, oh, as an undergraduate, over the past 3 years, these are some of the critical things that I've been learning in my field and all of that. So you can also contribute. So there's no limitations to anybody to say, oh, the only people who can share and contribute on LinkedIn are the directors and the highly experienced category of people. Even an undergraduate, a fresh graduate, you can contribute. Just what you need to bear in mind is that you need to share things that people can learn from, things that people can pick insights from. So you just don't, and then of course you have to be authentic. You have to be authentic with whatever you're sharing. These days that we have artificial intelligence, we have copywriting, AIs and all of that. Of course, these things are there to help you enhance your ability to contribute. All right, so that's the perspective to look at it from. They are there to help you. So maybe you have written your copy, maybe you've written like a post, you've drafted a post, and then you want to like make it more professional, you want to make it more intelligent. Then you can employ the use of copywriting AIs to help you fine-tune whatever you have drafted. So be authentic. So it's not limited to any category of people. Another thing you do on LinkedIn as an individual, either as an undergraduate or a young graduate or a professional, is LinkedIn exposes you or gives you a platform for varieties of opportunities. All right. As a recruiter, for several years, we have been using LinkedIn as like one of our primary tools to get talent.
So
right?
sorry,
Get
can I?
talent from.
Sorry to cut you short there. My next question was like you're already entering into my next question. So I wanted to say you should run us through. As a recruiter, you are the other hand now. How do you use LinkedIn to headhunt or to get talent? And what are the things you look out for so that people on the call can actually position themselves rightly, such that recruiters can actually see them, or they can actually be more visible, as the case may be.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So, wrapping up on what you do on LinkedIn, like I said, you share, you interact, you contribute, you learn as well, and then you are also open to opportunities. And so, moving on to how we as recruiters, how we use LinkedIn to find and hire talent. Like I said earlier, for several years, LinkedIn has given that platform as a primary source to find and hire talent. And so, whenever we have an opportunity like that, I personally have done quite a lot of what you call executive searches. Executive searches is basically when you're hiring for professionals at executive level. So you're talking about the C-level, chief human resource, chief financial officer, CEO, whatever, all of that. So when we have a brief or we have a request from a client to find a talent for them, LinkedIn is a primary source. So you go on LinkedIn and then you search. We usually search with different parameters. One of them is the job title. So if you're looking for maybe you're looking for a finance manager, so one of the search parameters we use is to just go into the search